thought just in the interest of saving time, it would be better or best if I went back to Nier's village, picked up the fragile delivery quest, and then just came back to Seafront as it is. I also did some research on how best to do the current side quest that we have, just to make things easier. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Hey, an old man in my village asked me to deliver this to you. Oh, wonderful. This will make my life a lot easier. Thanks so much. It's definitely less stressful when I'm delivering things that don't break. Oh well, guess I'd better tell the old guy that it arrived safely, and that's that for that quest. So our Fisherman's Gambit quest is to catch 10 sardines, and I looked up, just to make things easier on myself, that we have to buy lugworms to catch those. So I'm just gonna go, oh, I already purchased 10 of them, that's right. And they are caught the same place where we caught the shaman fish on the beach right over here, so we're gonna go do that. And you are about to see me catch 10 sardines after I pilfer the beach of all the shinies. I was about to be really excited because I thought that this one was on top of this little guy here. It would be a shell seal. Bivalve, man, these are painfully hard to see. Am I missing? Oh, there's one. I knew there was one more. I'll take any excuse to listen to this song more. Oh, Driftwood, great, just what I wanted. I love those dolphins. Very well synchronized, if I do say so myself. Alright, lugworm. Let's see how we do. Pretty good so far. So when I did all of these Fisherman Gambit quests before, I came to the realization that you're supposed to, obviously the game tells you to put, there's our first sardine, the game tells you to put.
You're scaring them away. Oh, I see.
So one of the tricks that you learn pretty quickly about fishing in this game is that the game tells you to input your analog stick to the opposite of the way the fish is going, as you probably remember. But, whoops. That was my bad. I accidentally nudged the analog stick. You actually don't need to put it in the exact direction. You can just hold down on the analog stick and then go down left and down right to get the maximum efficacy of the fishing technique, so. Oh, I missed it. Gosh. I have to admit, it's really tough to see with the amount of bloom in the sky. And then there's the bloom in the sky and then the sandy beach to our left, and it's just, we're blinded on all sides over here. And even if I catch a sardine with every single one, I'm still going to need to go buy a lugworm, which is unfortunate. I can't imagine myself messing up again. Something so serene about fishing minigames and JRPGs. I don't know what it is. That one was quick, although this one feels like I might have a higher health bar than the other ones did. So I'm hoping that it's not a sardine. I think I would probably only catch sardines with this bait. Yeah. I wonder if as you see every single time you catch a fish, it compares the size is randomly generated and it compares it with the previous version of the fish that you caught. I wonder if that has anything to do with the HP. Or if it's just some random flare. Well, I have very quickly run out of things to talk about during during a fishing minigame in Nier, so I think I'm just going to catch the rest of these off recording and just jump to it right now, so I'll see you in a moment. Well, that was unexpected. Gonna have to buy at least 2 lugworms now. Just when I said I didn't have anything to talk about. Okay, seriously though, see you in a second. Alright, after much struggling and buying about 5 more lugworms, I was able to get 10 sardines. I ended up getting a lot of shaman fish actually, which was very annoying. So let's go take this back to the fisherman now. And then I'll just really quickly hop into the menu to refresh my what quest we're working on, and then I think we just need to head back to Nier's village at that point. Hey, old timer, I got the fish you wanted. Oh, I forgot to mention that I also got 10 venison for the Yona cooking quest as well. So you did. Well then, here's a piece of advice for you. 2 days later. Well, have your fishing fortunes improved? I guess, but anyone could get better if they did nothing but fish for 2 days in a row. My fishing skill has improved. The quest Fisherman's Gambit is complete, and now we can immediately pick up part 2, I'm sure. Hello again, I have another fishing assignment for you. Hold on, I don't think I agreed to accept the quest, yes. You accepted the quest Fisherman's Gambit part 2. You're so insistent, it really is too much. Well, your next task is to catch 7 blowfish. If you can do that, I'll part with another of my invaluable lessons. Alright, 7 blowfish. I will probably do that either between the next video, between this video and the next one, or at the beginning of the next one, but probably between, because fishing is, it's only something that can be entertaining for so long when you only record for 30 minutes at a time. For you to watch, that is. Now I think Devila had a quest said that we had a quest from the postman in Seafront, so let's see if we have that. We do, nice. Ah, just the man I was looking for. You need something. Yes, see, I've got a letter from the lighthouse lady, and I was hoping you could deliver it. The other postman, well, they can't really deal with her. She's a bit cranky. You don't say. I'd do it, but with my bad leg and all. Anyway, sorry to keep bugging you, but can you help? Of course we can. Yeah, alright. The lady hardly ever leaves the lighthouse, so you should start there. And thank you. Any extra dialogue for us? Thanks again for helping me.
The nerve. How dare he boss us around?
There's nothing wrong with helping people out, young.
That attitude is what makes you such an easy mark.
You're starting to sound like a cranky old man again, Bryce.
As he so often does already, even though we haven't known him for too long yet. I know for a fact that that NPC down there also provides a quest at some point, but I think it's later. Oh, you again. You look to be in pain. You took so much time delivering the mail, my illness has gotten worse. I'm lucky I'm not dead. You truly are a staggering creature. Well, since you're here, I guess I should give you a little something. I think this qualifies as a lot. It's fine, just take it and go. But bring the mail quicker next time, and I want to see a smile. Is there no end to this madness? Now, you may have noticed I didn't read that letter that we were given. As far as I know, and this is probably going to come back to bite me, but in my memory, I don't remember that second letter having the ability to read it. I mean, just on the off chance it would weirdly let us keep it, I guess we'll check. Okay, we can still read it anyway. That's good. So, I'm just a fool. Forgive me. My dearest beloved, again I put pen to paper when all I desire is to see you with my own eyes. How do the days find you? I am faring well enough. My illness is stubborn, but my love for you is stronger. Just knowing that you wait for me is enough to keep me going. I know how lonely you must be, but I must say this again. Do not attempt to find me. The voyage is treacherous and disease runs rampant in this land. If anything were to happen to you, I fear I would not be able to take it. My love, my dearest love, I will return to you soon. Now, I'm going to waste a little bit more time even and talk to the postman and see if there's any more detail we can get out of those letters that he might be privy to. And then we'll go ahead and leave Seafront. I think that's all the quests we can do here. My leg's still bothering me. I don't think I can get back to my rounds for a bit. Okay, no, so nothing that interesting. Alright. Definitely seems as though there's more to the lighthouse lady than it seems, though. I guess I'll check my quest just to be safe. Boar hunt, return to shopping, got all those. Yeah, I have 17 venison, I think I only needed 1. Did I think that I needed 10? I must have gotten it confused with the mutton quest at some point. Fragile delivery's done. We'll worry about the blowfish later. Oh yeah, lizard tail and mouse tails are going to be tough to get, and the dog. Okay. So we're good to just continue now. As you can no doubt already tell, doing all of the side quests in Nier does take up a decent chunk of time, but I still feel they're very much worth it. It's one of those situations where if it's a game that you already love, you don't really need much of an excuse to, or it doesn't take a lot for the game to ask of me at least, to enjoy spending more time with it, even if it's doing menial stuff that doesn't drive the main plot. I feel like that came out a little bit like word salad, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to get at. We're still way too weak to fight that guy. I wanted to check for the Yona side quest. We need wheat, and I'm pretty sure we can buy it here. And that would be great because we can turn it in immediately once it's done. If we can buy the wheat. I'm really, really scared that we'll have to plant it. Oh, here's your Here's your fertilizers. Oh, thanks. Sorry to make you go all that way. Here's money for the materials and a little extra for your trouble. And here, take a bulb and a pack of fertilizer. You'll be amazed at how fast these things grow. Tulip bulb and bounty fertilizer and 2,000 gold. And our field for gardening has been expanded. Side quests may take a lot of time, but if we got into gardening in this playthrough, that would definitely be a monumental waste of time. I delivered the tray. Ah, it's good to see a man of his word. Here's your payment. Easy 1,300 gold. Well, not easy. It's the fragile delivery quests, but alright, wheat. Alright, just seeds. I'm sure somebody's gotta sell wheat. Earthworm for fishing, I might need that for blowfish. I think if it was going to be anyone, it would be this person. Oh, thank goodness. 500 gold. Gosh, Yona. Yona's running us out of house and home over here. 500 gold for a wheat. A single wheat. Oh, now that I think about it, I probably should have checked with Devil to see if there were any other quests, but that's fine. We'll go talk to Yona first. And we may or may not pop into the tavern to see if we missed any quests. I try to instinctively dodge roll, even though I know I can't in this part. I got your ingredients, Yona. Thanks, Dad. Hold on, I'm gonna start cooking right away. Yona, wait. Remind her not to burn it, and remind her to cut the meat into small pieces. I'm sure that one of these is the quote-unquote correct option, and one of them is the incorrect option, so... Or it could just be a silly thing where the opposite one is whatever one you don't pick is the thing that goes wrong. Let's remind her to cut the meat into small pieces, not to burn it as a little bit, maybe kind of condescending thing to tell someone, even a child, with cooking. So let's just cut the meat into small pieces. Okay, Dad. This stew smells like I pissed on a campfire. Is the meat even in here? And what are those black chunks? Dad, aren't you hungry? I sure am, Yona, and boy, it smells really amazing. Oh gods, it tastes like death. I think I'm going to be sick. The quest Yona's home cooking is complete.
I promise I'll be safe, Dad. I'll wait right here and not get into any trouble. I'll even drink that medicine Popola made, even though it's really gross. Just come back for me, okay? I promise.
Nier is quite the trooper for dealing with that stew. Honestly surprised it didn't give us a stat bonus at the end of it or something. As a half joke. Alright. Screw it, we're gonna go drop by the tavern just to make sure. Just like earlier, whatever makes the quests more efficient is what I want to do. Oh, did not want to talk to you. Hey, do you have time for a little side job? I'll make the time. What's going on? I was hoping you could go to the area and get an eagle egg for me. Oh ho, it sounds as if someone is brewing up another batch of medicine for an ailing relation. I sure am. You're pretty smart, Vicey. Vice E. Apparently you can find eagle eggs up in high places where the wind blows. That's what I hear anyway. You up for it? On the wings of eagles is accepted. Come on, Vicey, let's get moving. I remember exactly where that is without needing to look it up. That's in the area, and it's near the mayor's house, if I recall correctly. New Merchant Town Lighthouse Lady's Wrath signature dish. Okay, so these are... Oh, I missed this one. I already read this. He's waiting by the port over there. Okay. So next time we go back to Seafront, we'll do that quest. And also, it looks like since we've left Seafront, the next Lighthouse Lady quest is now available. And the tavern needs the quest in the tavern too.
The black scrawls here too?
I'll make note of those quests and then we'll pick them up at the next time it's more convenient, but I feel bad how little I've advanced the main story in this video and the past one, so I will go ahead and head to the junk heap now after trying to take out the boar. Because I at least want to show you a new destination if I can. So we've spent quite some time going between Nier's village and Seafront.
What do you know about this junk heap?
It's filled with garbage and scrap from the old world. There's all kinds of machines in there that no one remembers how to use. To get there, we have to cross the iron bridge to the northeast. In the old times, these huge metal crates used to cross that bridge all the time.
Humans certainly were wise back then.
If they were so smart, why are they all dead?
Well, age mostly, I'd assume. Also, there are a lot of these guys. I feel like I'd be foolish not to get the experience from this. As the FPS chugs. I like the way the charge attack dealt with them. Yeah, that is very satisfying. Obtain the word Hoda. Martial arts knockback resistance plus 4%. Wow, that is really fun. Usher used with all categories. Physical defense plus 2%. Weapons is magic paralyze. Does that mean it adds a paralyze effect to our weapon? Because that would be very cool. A bunch of medicinal herbs. I didn't think we had that many to even pick up. Or that many that we could pick up. Ouch. Dented metal bat. Strange thing for a mindless shade to be having. Obtain the word lug. Magic cost minus 2%. Well, that doesn't sound like it would make all that much of a difference. Gosh, that charge attack is really fun in an AoE situation. Alright, so let's do our best with the boar. I assume we're still not really going to be able to damage it. There is a trick that I want to try that I remember. Okay, no, we can and hurt it actually. I did not do that right. So let's go ahead and see and heal with these. I was almost going to say health salve. I think this will work. It most certainly does.
How can a stupid pig be so strong? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we'll be here for a little while. Although the sword does pretty decent damage to it. So yeah, just to get this quest out of the way, I'm gonna cheese it like so. I wonder what causes him to get knocked down for a longer amount of time. Let's try our new favorite charge attack. I did a decent amount, I think. I'll do it one more time and pay closer attention to the health bar. Nothing too amazing. I should definitely still try magic. Yeah, because that definitely does the most. Especially considering how quickly magic is coming back to us. Poor guy. I do feel a little bad. But I'm glad it's finally doable with our current level. I spent a lot of time attacking him. That was not very safe. And he did not get the knockdown. Probably will this time, though. actually get a pretty his main attack is that charge, so you can get a pretty decent amount of damage in. You also got a lucky stagger there, that was nice. Oof. Okay, let's just use one more medicinal herb there. Just enough so we can attack. Oh, I see, maybe this looks like the shockwave has a vertical hitbox there, probably hit us. I think we'll be okay here though. One more time should do it. And there it goes, obtained boar tusk. Then we can strip it for a boar hide. That boar tusk is the most important thing. It's interesting that the NPC that gave us that quest told us to be sure to pick up the boar tusk, but it automatically gets put in our inventory, so not really that much of a useful warning here. Okay, now we'll get to a new area, the junk heap, before ending the video, because I really do want to show you something new. But we did make a decent amount of progress. I mean, let's see how many side quests we honestly have done. 18% is pretty good. Just going by the completion percentages that the game does give you, Nier is not the longest game, but we still have more time with it than you might think if you're not familiar with it. Medicinal herb, good, we need those after the two accidents we had taking damage from that boar. They did not like that I attacked their friend. Let's do our handy dandy charge attack and get knocked right out of it. There's no way this is gonna work. I can't get a good lock on it. Analog stick's a little too finicky. Oh, nice. Okay, we're good. You don't even need to charge the attack down for that long. There we go. It has a crazy AoE, or radius, I should say. Oh, speaking of the charge attack, if we can get it off. Oh, it didn't work. I didn't hold it down long enough. I think I have to wait for the particle effect to appear. Let's try to not die. Look like a fool. There we go. I mean, these enemies are in the first area of the outside area of the game, so they're probably pretty low level, but they have to be worth some experience still, because we're only, what, level 7, I think. Oh, I need lizard tails. I think that's our second lizard tail, so we need 3 more. And I see another one. Speaking of the Shadow of the Colossus, similarities. Getting lizard tails. What is this? A medicinal herb? Okay, I'll just use that. Cool. Any more lizard tails? Oh. Look. Would that be the canine we were looking for? These shades are monsters. They're especially monsters for doing that to this poor dog. Oh, Dark Lance is so powerful. There we go, broke his guard. There's that. let's see if we can get this one dead with both lances. Close, at least. There goes the other one. This one's shortly to follow. Not sure why that didn't break. There we go. Maybe there's a blocking threshold of damage you have to do for certain enemies. It's the missing dog. That old man is going to be pretty upset. Hey, wait, I think the dog has something in his mouth. It's some kind of leaf. This is a rather dangerous location for leaf hunting. I wager this decision cost the animal its life. Well, the least we can do is bring the leaf back to the old man.
Well, we found him. It looks like we're too late. This is gonna be hard for that old timer to deal with.
Be they dog or man, no living thing can escape their ultimate fate.
That include you, Vice?
In truth, I have never considered the question. I suppose at some point in time I may simply wink out of existence.
I doubt I'll live long enough to see that happen.
Say there.
Yeah?
See here. If I ever find myself departing this world.
Oh, stop being morbid, Vice. Besides, you can't die. You're made of paper.
Indeed. I've never looked at it like that before.
That's definitely one of the better conversations so far. This is too bad that I guess it's the positive side of having to do such a sad quest line. Mouse tails, very nice. So when we know where to get lizard tails, we know where to get mouse tails. So this is our first steps into the junk heap. You'll see it has the terrain here is pretty much in stark contrast with what we've seen so far. So I'm eager to show you the rest of it in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you bearing with me on all these side quests. Take care.